just when you think the incompetence and ineptitude of the Trump administration cannot get higher, Pete Hegseth says, hold my beer. I'll show you true incompetence and dangerous, dangerous behavior. Here we have Jeffrey Goldberg from The Atlantic, who says, the Trump administration accidentally texted me in its war plans. U.S. national security leaders included me in a group chat about upcoming military strikes in Yemen. I didn't think it could be real. Then the bombs started falling. Okay, first of all, let's just discuss. We're doing bomb plans on Signal through text messages. Wouldn't that be considered national security information that you would do like in a skiff or on a protected line? No, not these bozos. These bozos do it on text and they invite a reporter in. And graciously, he has provided the text messages. And here we go. J.D. Vance at Pete Hegseth. If you think we should do it, let's go. I just hate bailing out Europe again. Let's just make sure our messaging is tight here. And if there are things we can do up front to minimize risk to Saudi oil facilities, we should do it because we don't give a fuck about casualties or civilians. What we care about is Saudi oil. I mean, if that is just not a blatant, transparent look at his heart. And then Pete Hegseth says, VP, I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic, all caps. But Mike is correct. We are the only ones on the planet, on our side of the ledger, who can do this. Nobody else even comes close. Question is timing. I feel like now is as good a time as any, given POTUS directions to reopen shipping lanes. I think we should go, but POTUS still retains 24 hours of decision space. And SM, that's who we believe to be Stephen Miller. I do not have independent confirmation of that, but that's who it looks like to us. And let's just remember, Stephen Miller, Jennifer always says, Ted Cruz is the most unfuckable man in America. I think it's Stephen Miller. He is repulsive. Anyway, what he has to say is, as I heard it, the president was clear, green light, but we should make clear to Egypt and Europe that we expect in return. We also need to figure out how to enforce such a requirement. E.g., if Europe doesn't remunerate, then what? If the U.S. successfully restores freedom of navigation at great cost, there needs to be some further economic gain expected in return. So again, transactional, quid pro quo, the whole nine. Pete Hegseth, of course, says, oh, I agree. And then we have, and they've titled it, the Houthi PC Small Group. So that's the name of your defense secretary, vice president, national security advisor, Michael Waltz. It's the Houthi PC group chat, also with Jeffrey Goldberg. Pete Hegseth, excellent. John Ratcliffe says, a good start. And then Michael Waltz, who is the national security advisor, does a fist bump emoji, an American flag emoji, and a fire emoji. So let's just try to process this. Not only are they talking about bombing people on a group chat, named Houthi Small Group, included a reporter. The national security advisor is doing a fist bump emoji. Are you fucking kidding me? And then we have the, one more, put it back up. Okay, so then MAR says, good job, Pete, and your team. Michael Waltz, the team at MAL, I assume that's Mar-a-Lago, did a great job as well. Stephen Miller, allegedly, great work all, powerful start. I mean, so we've got this clown car of morons led by Vice President J.D. Vance, who wants to make sure he knows how pathetic Europe is, because they just do not have any understanding of how NATO expenses and money going in, they don't give a shit. They want to worry about Saudi oil. They don't care about casualties, and they want, what can you do for me? If we do this for you, what are you going to do for me? Because we don't do anything for the greater good. And so this all came out, as you can imagine, everybody's head is about to explode because this is so dangerous, so inept, so incompetent. So the White House releases this statement, and this is rich. The signal message thread that was reported in The Atlantic appears to be authentic, White House National Security Council spokesman says, and we are reviewing how an inadvertent number was added to the chain. The thread is a demonstration of the deep and thoughtful policy coordination between senior officials. The ongoing success of the Houthi operation demonstrates that there were no threats to our service members or our national security. Okay, hello. This demonstrates that it is a clown car full of dipshits. First of all, you're doing war plans on a group chat. Second of all, this is how you plan an operation with fist bump emojis and making sure we protect Saudi oil. I mean, this could not be a more lackluster response. Pete Hegseth needs to be impeached immediately. Europe, I am sure they are laughing their asses off that these people got busted being so two-faced, transactional. Unfortunately, the triple Trumpers, they're not going to care. They're like, oh yeah, bomb, baby, bomb. It's gross. And I just want to remind everybody and show everybody, Pete Hegseth, who is the lead clown car dipshit in this story, he says this about the Biden administration.
The previous administration, we looked like fools. Not anymore. President Trump has reestablished American leadership. The F-47 is part of it. And Mr. President, thank you for having the courage to do it and leading the way for all our warfighters.
Thank you.
Okay, thank goodness he has great hair, because he is the biggest dumb fuck on the planet. It will be written about in history books what a failure this was. I mean, we're talking national security on Signal, adding a reporter, and Pete Hegseth is going to throw stones at incompetence. Get a mirror, buddy, because your face in the dictionary next to incompetence, Pete Hegseth, lead dipshit. It happened on his watch. He needs to go immediately. Maybe these Republican senators that voted for a Fox anchor news host with sexual predator allegations and an alcohol problem, maybe they should have thought twice before they put him in charge. And Michael Waltz, he needs to go too. These people are ridiculous. They are not serious people. We need every Democrat in Congress to stand up and say, we need him fired. We need an impeachment. Where are these national security Republicans on this? I haven't heard a whole lot of outrage and shock, but there should be. There should be a lot. And you hear on and on about how European nations are considering not sharing intelligence with the United States. Well, no shit. This is your answer. The United States under the Trump administration cannot be trusted because they are too stupid. Stick with us for more uplifting information.